Many people think GMC is just the shadow of General Motors. But the truth is, GMC was already rolling on America's muddy roads before the GM Corporation even existed. It did not begin in glossy boardrooms. It was born from wooden wheels and a determination to replace the strength of horses with the power of steel. From a rough workhorse machine in 1901, how did GMC rise from the backbone of the military to become a 6F Figueroa symbol of luxury? This is not just a story about trucks. This is the journey of a heavy labor machine transforming itself into an upper-class icon of America. Everything began with two immigrant brothers, Max Grayowski and Morris Grayowski. At a time when America was still covered in dirt roads and horse-drawn transport ruled the land, these two men saw a different future. A future where machines would replace horsepower and trucks would become the backbone of a young and growing economy. In 1901, they founded the Grabowski Motor Company in Detroit. The first vehicles were simple, strong enough to haul goods, durable enough to run all day, and reliable enough for working men to stake their entire livelihood on them. With Max as the technical mind and Morris overseeing production, this small company quickly proved that motorized trucks were not an experiment. They were the solution for an America expanding westward. In 1902, Grabowski Motor Company was renamed Rapid Motor Vehicle Company. The name Rapid was not bragging. It was a statement about the speed of a changing era. By 1904, Rapid had produced 75 trucks at its factory in Pontiac, Michigan. A modest number, but one with historical meaning. Trucks were ready to leave the workshop and enter real life. That real-world capability caught the attention of William C. Durant, the founder of General Motors. Between 1908 and 1909, Durant began acquiring shares of Rapid, not because of the name, but because of what Rapid had proven through action, durability. One Rapid truck conquered the summit of Pikey's Peak, a place many believed only men and horses could reach. In 1911, General Motors merged Rapid Motor Vehicle Company with Reliance Motor Truck, officially forming the General Motors Truck Company. And at the New York Auto Show of 1912, the name GMC appeared before the public for the first time. From that moment on, GMC was destined to become the steel arm of General Motors, ready to shoulder the tasks America was about to face. In 1916, while America was still hesitant about the role of motorized trucks, a man named William Warwick accepted what seemed like a mad challenge to drive a GMC truck from Seattle to New York. The journey stretched more than 500 miles, crossing dirt roads, mud, mountain passes, and regions where trucks had never been seen before. After 21 weeks, the GMC rolled onto the East Coast. Just 1 year later, the world fell into chaos. World War I erupted, and America entered the conflict in 1917. At that point, GMC was no longer a choice. It was a necessity. The GMC Model 16 with a 3 to 4 ton-on payload was selected as the standard ambulance for the U.S. Army. Throughout the war, GMC supplied 8 500-wheel trucks to the government. More striking still, 90% of the company's total production was devoted to military use. After the war, GMC's reputation reached beyond U.S. borders. In 1923, when the Great Kanto earthquake devastated Japan, GMC trucks were exported to support relief and reconstruction efforts. From European battlefields to the ruins of Asia, GMC proved one undeniable truth. These were machines that could be trusted when everything else collapsed. Entering the 1920s, America no longer needed trucks merely to survive. It needed speed, efficiency, and scale. GMC understood this and chose to prove it through records no billboard advertisement could ever match. In 1925, GMC merged with Yellow Cab Manufacturing, forming the Yellow Truck and Coach Manufacturing Company. This was not just a business deal, but a union between heavy-duty trucks and urban passenger transport, laying the foundation for modern bus and mass transportation systems across the United States. 2 years later, in 1927, speed legend Cannonball Baker undertook a transcontinental run from New York to San Francisco in a GMC truck. He completed the journey in 5 days, 17 hours, and 30 minutes, shattering the belief that trucks were only slow and cumbersome machines. On roads that were still largely unpaved, GMC proved that strength and speed could exist side by side. But the real test arrived in the 1930s, when the Great Depression swept across America. Money ran dry, jobs disappeared, and every machine was questioned. Did it deserve to exist? GMC answered with innovation. In 1931, GMC completed the first transcontinental shipment of frozen food, finishing the journey in 117 hours. This was more than a technical achievement. It changed how America ate, preserved food, and distributed goods during its most difficult years. Then, in 1937, GMC introduced an entirely new concept: the suburban carry-all. The clear line between passenger car and truck disappeared. From the outside, the Suburban still carried the look of a truck: a boxy body, a rugged body-on-frame chassis, high wheel arches, and a wide rear opening for cargo. But unlike pure commercial vehicles, its body was fully enclosed in steel, protecting passengers from rain, dust, and cold, a rare feature at the time. Under the hood sat a large displacement inline 6-cylinder engine, delivering strong low-end torque. Paired with a simple manual transmission, it was easy to repair and easy to maintain in even the smallest towns. Inside, the Suburban's interior was not luxurious, but intelligently practical. Long bench seats, a flat floor, and removable seating allowed it to carry either people or cargo. Large windows provided wide visibility, and the instrument panel was minimal yet easy to read. This was a vehicle that could carry the whole family on the weekend and haul goods to market on Monday morning. When World War II erupted, GMC committed its entire industrial strength to the war effort. From 1941 to 1945, GMC produced more than 529 100 military 5-ton trucks, known affectionately by American soldiers as Jimmy. These Jimmies were not glamorous, and they did not need to be. They were built to take bullets, endure mud, survive fuel shortages, and keep moving. Across Europe and the Pacific, GMC became the logistical bloodstream of the U.S. military, carrying ammunition, food, soldiers, and hope. But the true miracle came in the form of a strange machine called the Duke W, also known as the Duck. Developed in just 43 days, it was based on the GMC-2, 5-ton 6x6 truck chassis, but wrapped in a sealed ship-like steel hull that allowed it to float. A high-angled nose, long body, and gently curved bottom. Every line existed to serve one purpose: driving straight from sea to shore without the need for a port. The genius of the DUKW lay in its tire system, which allowed air pressure to be adjusted while moving, technology far ahead of its time. On soft sand, the driver could lower tire pressure for traction. Back on hard ground, pressure could be increased again. No stopping, no tools. Under the hood was a large displacement GMC inline 6-cylinder gasoline engine, delivering abundant low-end torque, strong enough to turn wheels through mud and drive the rear propeller once in the water. The transmission and driveline were sealed to protect against saltwater and sand. More than 21 Zuo DUKWS were produced, playing a vital role in amphibious landings from Sicily to Normandy. When the war ended, GMC began to change. Vehicle designs became softer, grills wider and lower, headlights integrated cleanly instead of standing exposed. Entering the 1960s to 1970s, GMC officially transformed. In 1960, it introduced the Sierra, becoming one of the first full-size personal pickup trucks. The Sierra retained a rugged body-on-frame foundation, but its lines were cleaner, more balanced, and more confident. A long hood, wide body, and squared-off wheel arches projected control and strength without the harshness of purely commercial vehicles. Under the hood lived the true soul of the Sierra, the American Fifth 8. Options ranging from small block to big block delivered abundant torque from low RPM. This was a truck that could tow trailers, haul lumber, climb mountain passes, and still cruise the highway smoothly for hundreds of miles. The sound of the V8 was deep and thick, never sharp. The sound that told an American man he was driving a real machine. Inside the Sierra's interior was practical, but no longer Spartan. Wide bench seats with thick springs, a large steering wheel that filled the hands, easy-to-read gauges, and durable metal mixed with hard plastics. Not luxurious, but comfortable enough for the driver to feel that this was his truck, not the company's. In 1971, the brand introduced the GMC Sprint, a hybrid between pickup and coupe, the direct twin of the Chevrolet El Camino. The Sprint was not built to haul heavy loads, but to say something different. Trucks could have style. By 1978, the name Cababaya replaced Sprint, carrying a more emotional Spanish-influenced tone aimed at men who wanted a cargo bed in the back, but still desired the comfort and image of a passenger car up front. Though never top sellers, Sprint and Caballero showed that GMC was quietly expanding the very definition of a truck. The year 1973 marked a major design turning point with the arrival of the rounded line generation. This was when GMC and Chevrolet officially shared a unified design language. More rounded bodies, simpler forms, and most importantly, the end of the four-headlight era. This new standard did not last just a few years. It became the foundation for GM trucks for the next 3 decades, delivering consistency, cost efficiency, and clear brand recognition. From this standardization emerged GM's true money printing machine, a shared chassis platform for the Blazer, Jimmy Suburban, and later the Tahoe, Yukon, Denali allowed GM to optimize production costs while selling multiple versions at different value levels. By 1998, this same platform was elevated even further into the Cadillac Escalade. Clear proof that trucks and SUVs could become the most profitable luxury products in America. At the same time, the period from 1982 to 1985 saw GMC expanding downward. First, GMC introduced the S15 with a clean exterior design, a narrow body, and a moderate length that made it easy to maneuver in the city while still retaining the squared-off lines characteristic of American trucks. The lower hood and less pronounced wheel arches created a friendlier feel for personal use buyers. Inside, the S15's interior was not elaborate or luxurious, but easy to live with and easy to use. Bench seats or single seats were upholstered in durable cloth. The steering wheel was smaller than on full-size trucks, and the instrument cluster was clear and easy to read. Under the hood, the S15 typically used a fuel-efficient inline 4-cylinder engine or a compact V6 for those who needed additional pulling power. Output was not high, but torque was sufficient, operation was smooth, and maintenance was simple, well suited to urban life and individual owners who no longer worked on construction sites every day. Next came the Safari van, designed for a very American need. Traveling far, carrying a lot, and living with the vehicle every day, the Safari did not try to be soft like a passenger car. Its boxy body, tall sides, and large sliding door were all devoted to space and accessibility. A short nose and upright windshield made it easy to see out of. especially in cities and tight parking lots. Step inside, and the safari van revealed why it was trusted by families and small businesses. The interior was spacious with a flat floor and flexible seating configurations able to carry people, cargo, or both. The high seating position offered wide visibility, and the driving compartment was separated just enough to reduce noise. Not luxurious, but comfortable enough to drive hundreds of miles without fatigue. Under the hood were compact, reliable V6 and V8 engines with strong low-end torque. The Safari was not fast, but it pulled steadily, endured abuse, and was easy to repair. True to the GMC spirit. From here, it became clear that GMC was beginning to move away from a purely work-focused image and closer to everyday life. That shift was firmly confirmed in 1987 when General Motors decided to withdraw GMC from the bus and coach market. After more than a century tied to public transportation and heavy commercial vehicles, a chapter of history came to a close. In return, GMC gained something more important: complete focus on trucks and SUVs where its brand identity was strongest. The 1990s marked a comprehensive rebranding process. Cold technical designations gradually disappeared, replaced by names with emotional and geographic meaning. CK became Sierra, S15 was renamed Sonoma, and Jimmy evolved into Yukon. This was not merely a change in naming, but a change in how GMC spoke to its customers. By 1996, GMC was organizationally merged with Pontiac, clearly reflecting GM's strategy, positioning GMC above Chevrolet while maintaining a sense of closeness, masculinity, and practicality. GMC was not for buyers chasing image. It was for those who had worked long enough to understand the value of real quality. The 100th anniversary milestone in 2002 was a moment for GMC to look back on its entire journey.